Hi, Will Brooks, Sales Director at Spectrami in the UK. Today I'm joined by Jason Dance, Founder and Managing Director of illapa. Welcome, Jason.
Thanks, Will.
So, illapa is a really interesting name. What made you choose that for the name of the company?
So you've probably seen over the last 15 years there's been more and more clouds coming out. So I figured who better to control all the clouds than a weather god. So illapa is a Peruvian weather god.
Yeah.
And
he's control of the cloud. So illapa, we can take from that about controlling the clouds.
Yeah, absolutely. It's basically presenting to a business a single cloud and controlling all other clouds in the process.
And I've already made a video with my colleague Grant about cloud sprawl and the conundrum that's created with people using public cloud, on-premise cloud, and this hybrid cloud, and also using SaaS products, and how it's created this whole. Well, there's lots of benefits from it. There's a whole management problem, and actually being able to understand where your data is, being able to control it, who has access to what, and who provisions services in different places is generally what a lot of people are finding as being problems.
Okay.
So we've drawn out a little scenario here. Different clouds, public ones here. So Amazon, Microsoft, Google. We've also got some on-premise hardware.
Yeah.
We've got different people accessing those services. We've got line of business who, if we look at why Salesforce.com has boomed, it's because sales departments went, that's a great tool, just go out and sign up for it. So that's how they did that, SaaS products. We've got the IT department consuming, and the DevOps have been starting to use more and more cloud services. Typically this section here is managed by the IT department wholly.
Yeah.
Okay. So what value do you bring, and who does illapa help?
So clearly in this diagram that you've drawn here is we've got typically something that's on-prem or in a managed service provider, but the management of this, and therefore all of the governance and the budgeting and the depreciation is managed by the IT department. Okay, yeah. You start to move over here, and of course, as you've got the line of business or you've got DevOps, and if the line of business is basically consuming services outside of the knowledge of the IT department and outside of the IT budget, then clearly you start to end up with what industry calls a shadow or stealth IT problem.
Yeah.
That's one problem to start off with. The other thing is obviously, if you, like you mentioned, Salesforce. If you've got Salesforce, then you've got corporate data outside of the
corporate control.
Corporate control, exactly. So what we look to do first of all is to turn around and say, is how are you going to gain control? And the only way that you can gain control is through visibility.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we do is we put a management layer in place, which encompasses, from an infrastructure perspective, both public and private clouds. Okay, so we're pretty agnostic from a hypervisor perspective and also from a public cloud perspective. So, and the idea is the line of business or the DevOps team are already have credentials within their public cloud estate, and we are not going to stop these guys, and we're not trying to stop them from self-serving. Okay, is we're not going to turn around and suppress them and get them to effectively adhere to the IT. So anything we can do is actually then give IT visibility. So we would take those same credentials and we would ingest those straight into our management platform. And the first thing this does then is it, and you may have, I've drawn it as one of each at the moment, but you could have multiple AWS accounts, for example, and we could bring them all in. And the first thing that does is give IT visibility of everything that is happening here. Okay. The other thing we can do is we can go into your on-premise state with VPN access, and all of a sudden now, what we've provided the IT department is complete visibility of their entire estate.
Okay, so seeing already massive benefits how this fits in. I'm sure it's a lot more complicated than that, but for people who want to learn in more detail about how illapa can help, what's the best way around moving forward?
So illapa, being a cloud company, as you'd expect, is software as a service.
Right.
Okay. So the easiest way is either book a demo.
Yeah.
We offer exactly what do you expect from a SaaS company, a free trial.
Yeah.
It's white labeled, so we can brand it however you want. So book a demo or a free trial.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jason.
My pleasure. Thank you.